Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Are you ready?
Let's get ready to rumble!
Here we go, boys. Remember to set the colors, as always. We've got a show match, Kwos versus Andy. Andy practicing for his 1v1 against Ed later. So, mind the colors, boys. Kwos is the red player, top left as Iraq. And we have Andy, the teal player, as Yuri, bottom right. First map is Arabian Oasis, just like in the tourney. So Andy wanting some practice before facing Ed later on today, which is going to be at 12 p.m. Pacific time. It is 8 p.m. GMT. I just woke up, Zed. You've got a show match, yeah? Get your predictions in. Predictions are open. Get your votes in. So Andy going for the gems at the top already. As a Yuri player, that is easy to do. Brute gets taken out. Kwos still. Now on 3 miners is Kwos. And the second miner from the War Factory went double war. He's broke. Interesting build. First Rhino out for Kwos. Gatling goes down to the miner. Not sure if going double war was the right move here for Andy. He's just on 3 war miners, or miners, slave miners. But his eco is not doing very well, while Kwos has a better eco on 5 miners. Radar tech already for Kwos as well. Ooh, straight to Battle Lab. While Andy's miners getting harassed at the top. Oh, nice. Sorry to ruin your FFGs, bro. This miner. Is it gonna survive? No, it doesn't. Angie. What's Angie gonna do? So Andy now on 6 miner. He lost 1 to 1 Rhino earlier. And Iron Curtain out for Kwos. Yep, there's $15 on the line, best of 9, just before I got to go to work, boys. And here's a flag. Not sure what's in that flag. And he's still building miners. Desolator. More harassment on Andy's eco. Oh. Damn, I've ruined everybody's night, boys. People stopping playing FFGs, QMs, and everything. So I see out for Kwos, and it will be ready in 2 minutes. So I'm gonna take down this pyramid first. And goes the pyramid. Yeah, I got to get ready for work in 2 hours. I need to be on the road. IC is ready in 20 seconds. Kwos on double war. And stretching down to get more ore as well. Another Deso. I see used, going after the power. And he is low power. No, he isn't. And he still has a full power plant at the top. MCV goes down, but the grinder is out. Kwos getting one full power plant and the MCV. And he is on 4 war factories, so he should be building a MCV, a new one, at this very second. Still showing I'm live. I don't know if you guys are still there. I'll keep on. Okay. Okay, you guys are back. Perfect. I don't know what happened there. I see drones coming in down. I have no idea what happened. OBS shows everything is fine. Ooh, elite goes down. Another elite. But Kwos is gonna overload that mastermind, so he should get back this elite, and does. Meanwhile, in the mid. And he's gonna attack top left. Meanwhile, flags are there. Going after the battle lab. Yep. Battle lab will go down. Meanwhile, in Kwos' base, shield has been used. This nuke will not go off yet. IC will go down. Ooh, the nuke reactor goes down. But Kwos will survive. Just barely, but he is low power. Meanwhile, in Andy's base, everything is fine and dandy. Flags are coming back. Kwos is still low power. I think Kwos lost his... Oh no, MCV is down here. And he coming in from the top again, goes after the power. Nuke will go down. Elite. And Kwos is low power, but has enough flag to survive another round. Meanwhile, Andy's still on 12k. Kwos is on 14k. But Andy is on the offensive here. Straight down the mid is Andy. Industrial plant will go down. Kwos with the battle lab. Battle lab will survive. And he is on 6-7 war factories. Battle lab goes down. And the attacking miners at the bottom as well. Kwos without an MCV. Doesn't look good for Kwos, boys. Elite still in Andy's control. Gets droned. Miners going down left and right. And at the top, more lashers. Andy going after the power plants. Kwos calls GG. And it's 1-0 for Andy. Colors has been set. Kwos the yellow player and Andy will go as America. Best of the 9 Years Event Series. Andy practicing for his match later on today with Ed in the TOC Thrones of Champions tournament. Throne of Champions, my bad. Andy spawning top right as America. And we have Kwos, the yellow player, as Iraq bottom left. Same spawn for Kwos as he faced Ed earlier. Ed also spawning top right, but Ed went as Iraq. Where did Andy place his refinery? Top left. And Kwos placed his refinery at the bottom in his main base. Andy walling MCV. War Factory in his base. War Factory from Kwos also in base, and it will also wall his MCV. GI there. Grizzly's out for Andy. Rhino's out for Kwos. 3 miners versus 3 from Andy as well. AFC out as well for Andy.
Seal ready.
We have it. The seal from Andy. Andy almost losing his Grizzly there. Seal coming in from the left. What is he going for? Gets the War Factory and the barracks. There's a second War Factory down bottom right for Kwos.
Let's rock and roll.
Tanya from Andy. Is Andy really gonna try and get this War Factory bottom right with the Tanya? It's heavily guarded. He might get past it though. Tanya gonna get the... Oh! Doesn't get the miner! Oh, that's an expensive throw. But the battle fortresses are out for Andy, and he is in the main base with a few Grizzlies as well. Andy throwing away his Grizzlies there. 3 War Factories for Kwos, and he's heading top left. Meanwhile, the battle fortresses are back home for Andy. Kwos forcing Andy to sell. And bye-bye expansion. Meanwhile, Chronosphere out for Andy will be ready in 6 minutes. 5 battle fortresses. Battle Lab out for Kwos, nuclear reactor as well, and there's the IC. Kwos moving back home. While Andy is on 6 battle fortresses. 3 minutes to Chrono. And Andy will split. And Kwos will split. 3 rhinos coming from the right. And he's broke. Chronosphere is almost ready in 40 seconds. Kwos coming in from the top. Does Andy see it? Ooh, Kwos going for that Chronosphere? Will he get it? No, 1 HP. IC is ready. And he was baiting the IC there. But Kwos has a lot of rhinos back home. 2 battle fortresses go down. Important ore refinery goes down at the top there. 3 battle fortresses go down. Bad chrono call from Legend. Elite! And the IC still hasn't been used by Kwos. Andy going up to the eco. We'll get 1 miner on the left, but we'll lose 1 battle fortress. Back in Andy's base, I see in the base the elite doing a lot of damage. MTBF goes down. And it looks like Kwos will take this one. Back in Kwos' base. Kwos should be able to hold this. Back in Andy's base. Andy is low power. Oh, these paradrops doing work. And 1 GI at the bottom left. And back in Andy's base, these rhinos are retreating. Oil goes down bottom left. Nuke reactor in base. 2 AFK miners, 3 AFK miners, 4 Kwos. But he should be able to win this. Andy's got no tanks. Only infantry, Chrono Legionnaires. And this is a scary force from Kwos. Another elite for Kwos. 15 seconds to IC.
Player defeated.
And it's over. Kwos takes this one on divide, freezes over. And it's 1-1.
Tech building captured.
But Kwos at the bottom as I wreck. Andy switched it back to Yuri at the top on dry heat. He did a shit chrono, that's how he lost. Quote from Zed. And I believe we've seen this move. I've seen it for the first time from Legend. Just walking over his NG towards the oil at top right. The Yuri player bad at scouting, so you wouldn't see this coming. I like it. So this NG will get this oil, easy. Here comes the initiates. Andy did not scout, so his get will... We'll see 2 bunkers there. "20 initiate push. Andy will send an NG to capture back his oil at top right. Meanwhile, his miner is being harassed. Oh, that miner will go down. Kwos left with no miners. But he was building one. And the oil at the top right, yeah, has been recaptured. 2 rhinos on the left. Mac coming over. No. Miner top left will go down. Woo! Desolator. Andy on 3 miners. Kwos on 3 at the bottom on ore. 4 on ore. What is this mining? That's right, boys. So Andy finally back on gems. Desolator top right. Kwos is still on ore. Nothing yet here on the right side. Still a lot of gems to be. Desolator's doing work.
What the fuck is this build for? What is this build? This
Legend.
is the worst build I have ever seen. Absolute
Second
garbage.
MCV from
Look at this
Andy.
mining. He's broke. He's broke. Insufficient fund.
Insufficient funds, that's correct. Kwos is now gonna send over 2 miners to get these gems. Gorio, welcome back, bro.
Disc in flight.
I see out for Kwos. Andy with a second MCV on the right side. Soon he will start to harass these miners on gems as well. Kwos gonna move to the left. Kwos might get one miner here. Looks like it. Gets one miner. Two miners, but loses two rhinos to the psychic tower. Meanwhile, on the right, no miners on gems. Ooh, these flags.
Kirov reporting.
Hero from Kwos. And he will go for the power. Elite in Andy's main base. Kirov goes down after taking out one more factory. Kwos is still low power, but takes the... Oh, loses the elite! Kwos is still low power.
Player defeated.
And it's over. Jungle of Vietnam, the LE version. Kwos spawning top right as Iraq, and we have Andy going as America bottom left. Andy is training for the TOC. Max doesn't play Yuri's Revenge. Armageddon mode. Let me see how you guys predicted. You predicted 82% that Andy will take it. And 18% on Kwos. Those are the predictions. Kwos will be walling his MCV. NGIFE from Andy out. Where's this NG going? War factory? Probably. Bunker out for Kwos. NGIFE going top left. Learn the real game, Zed, says Mikos. The dog. You gotta love Mikos's quick match nicknames, boys. Kabinski, Kabinulan, I like it. Another bunker for the other war factory. NGIV chilling top left. Meanwhile, back in Andy's base. AFC is out. Andy's still building miners. He's on 8, I believe. He's on 8 miners at the moment. Battle Lab out for Andy. 2 rhinos coming in. GGIs are there. But they're going down the... No. Ooh. This is gonna be a Battle Lab snipe. Prism Tower out. Woo, 1 HP. Doesn't get the Battle Lab. And he's still only on infantry. And there's the Battle Fortress out for Andy. Meanwhile in Kwos' base. 3 war factories out. Building down. But the Battle Fortresses are out. Kwos pushing in on the miners. Gets one. Chronosphere out for Andy. Is Kwos stacking up? He is. NGIV still chilling at the top left. Where's Kwos heading with these 3 rhinos? It's coming in from the left. 3 battle fortresses out for Andy. 4. Not a prism. 4 battle fortresses for Andy. And here's the NGIV, gets the nuclear reactor. IFV going after the battle lab. Meanwhile, back in Andy's base, the battle lab will go down. Kwos trading way too much for that battle lab though. I'm back in his base. Nuke reactor is still Andy's own, so Kwos is low power. Nuke reactor gets sold. No flag yet. Battle lab might go down as well. Battle lab will go down. So if Kwos was building a nuclear reactor, it got cancelled. Meanwhile, 20 seconds to chrono. Sneaky, sneaky NGIV from Andy. Okay, Kwos got its power back up. Chrono is ready. Andy is long distance mining. 2 miners AFK. Andy going for the ore there. Here we go. On top of the miners at the top. IC will be ready in 1.5 minutes for Kwos. This chrono took out, I believe, 3 miners. Ooh. That miner did not go down. Rocky's coming in from Andy. IC is ready. Rockies. IC has been used, but these tanks are far away. One battle fortress goes down. Rhino still chasing. Kwos left with 5 miners. But none of them... What's going on here? Not much. But Andy is without an ore refinery. And still in Kwos' base. Kwos is low power. Rhino's being chronoed into the water. And Andy will push with 2 battle fortresses. Nice sentry from Kwos. Takes care of those pesky battle fortresses, but mirages are in as well. And Kwos is not mining. He's broke. Kwos not mining. Still not mining. Who I see? 2 drones that I see. And they will not get anything. GG called from Kwos. And it's 3-1 for Andy. Game number 5 on the way. The Riders descent Andy spawning bottom left, and we have Kwos at top right. Kwos sticking to Iraq, while Andy will switch to Yuri. So this afternoon, Gino. Is there a YouPorn page, really? I hope not. How you doing, Gino? Welcome back, bro. As we were, tonight or this afternoon, depends on where you're at, 12 p.m. PST, we have Andy versus Ed in the quarterfinals of the TOC Throne of Champions tournament of this month. And Saturday, we will have, let me double check. I'm looking at the wrong page, boys. Let's see. Saturday at 11 a.m. GMT, so that's British time, UK time, 11 a.m. We have Tim versus Woody. MJ is gonna stream it, so 11 a.m. this Saturday. Tim versus Woody. Andy sending a miner over to the gems. Was on 5 miner, double war factory as well. Mag top left. Legs are out for Kwos. Daddy Steve in the house as well. Got VIPs in here, boys. Flag's gonna chase down that mag, but there's a mag down here as well. Does Kwos see it? One miner gets caught out. Ooh, doesn't. Oh, it doesn't get. Gets it. So one miner for two mags. Two AFK miners still for Kwos. Gets it back to work. Meanwhile, Andy is on Battle Lab Tech. But chilies. Oh, right. Need to check that out. I like the spicy kind. So Flag's coming in at the bottom. It's going after the power. Gets the power. Meanwhile, Kwos has his IC up. IC has been built, I mean. And he has his power back as well. Two mind-controlled rhinos coming in from the top. Kwos doesn't see it, I think. What's he going for? Going for the IC. Is Andy targeting? Not really. Meanwhile, on the left, what do we have here? Rhinos from Kwos took out a miner. What the fuck? I missed this. I don't know how he got that radar. Did he walk over an engine? I totally missed that. Oh shit. So the grinder. And then it was GG. I didn't see Fleck NG. Oh, he took over a Fleck. And then NG. Thanks, Zaz. Yeah, I think that was it, yep. It is 4-1 to Andy. Andy is on match point. Proving grounds, and Andy will be playing as France. Thanks, Gino. Too bad I couldn't deploy it. MCV control. Squad spotting at the bottom as Iraq. Andy at the top. As previously mentioned, Andy is France. And he placed his ore ref on the right. I was waiting for him to place it there. GI is coming down from Andy. Quad going 0. Indeed, 0. Gets all of the GIs. Yo, Future, how you doing, bro? Prism Tower from Andy to defend his MCV. Andy has no tanks on the field, still building miners. It's been a while, Future. Hope you're doing well. AFC will go down. Oh, or doesn't it? A lot of rhinos go down here. And now the AFC will go down for sure. Yep, gets it. Meanwhile, on the right side, still no tanks on the field for Andy. Kwos will get an oil. Andy just spamming out GGIs. Andy relying a lot on his infantry. When is the BF coming out? Another oil goes down. Still no BF. French cannon out. So Andy will save one of his oils here on the right. One miner does go down. Still no battle fortresses out. And on the left, also one oil left for Andy. So he's on 2 oils while Kwos is chilling with 4 and has 4 war factories as well. Kwos' eco doing very well. Andy on double war. Finally a battle fortress out. 2 of them. And Kwos is splitting to the left. And Andy will be left with 1 oil on the left, on the right side. Chronosphere out for Andy. Meanwhile in Kwos' base, Deso's being built. IC is being built as well, you can presume. And Andy just building cannons everywhere. He has 5 battle fortresses out on the field. Andy's eco is shit. Andy is broke. A lot of rhinos out on the field. MCV gets sold, but not before Andy places down a service depot. But his eco, he does have some money now, but does he have enough to rebuild his MCV? That's the question. He's just gonna move down with his battle fortresses. IC will be ready in 1 minute. For Kwos, surely he can hold this. One oil goes down in favor of Andy. IC is ready. Not the best IC I've seen. But it's good enough. Well, bit of a panic here from Kwos, but he should be able to get these 2. So Andy left with 1 Battle Fortress here, but he still has 4 in his base, in his top right base. He hasn't rebuilt his MCV yet, but he doesn't have the eco for it either. Kwos chilling on 8k. Gets a miner on the left side. Gets another one, 2 of them. Grand Cannon doesn't go down. IC is ready. 3 tanks get IC'd. Kwos really needs to do better. But can he take it? Battle Lab goes down. War Factory goes down. Chronosphere goes down. And Andy is left with 5 Battle Fortresses. No veterans, no elites. And there's a lot more rhinos back at home for Kwos. So that attack could have gone better, but it doesn't matter. He should take this win. Two minutes to IC. Tesla coils being built. And he gets 1 miner. Kwos should be patient here. 1 minute to IC and then just go for the kill. "20 seconds till victory."
Player defeated.
Kwos takes the win. Country swing, boys. So I hope I said it right. He was wondering why Kwos went in, and then he realized Soviet has IC every 3 seconds. Something along those lines. That's what he said. Country swing. And he switches to Yuri. Kwos on the left. Andy on the right. Boys, should I read out when players type in game what they say? Is it not big enough for you to read on stream? I can read it out loud if that's better. Alright, Max. I will do so. Oh, your phone is dark, Rick. No worries. If I see players typing something in game that's not GG or something in those lines, I will read it out loud. What the fuck happened here? Dude. GG's called! It's over! It is 5-2 for Andy. GG's called. It is 5-2. Andy will take that win.